What's happening, y'all? Welcome to We're Just Here for the Feeds, the show where I eat, I talk, and occasionally I show y'all the feeds when I want. I haven't really eaten yet, but this is what I would have been eating if I had gone on here 30 minutes ago, but I was in a meeting. So therefore, you won't get me eating this time, but you will get me talking because I will be talking all of these live feeds. But without further ado, I'm about to throw something up. What's going on in the house today?
It's got a massive dent in the side because the previous owner. Yep. I paid like $2,500 for it, like before like the used car sales were like through the roof.
Yeah.
And
That's too much.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's just it's funny that way. Yeah, but I don't know. Like I think that just people forget that like fashion is the way we express ourselves. Like,
Yeah.
It's one of the ways we express ourselves.
Right.
Every culture has found a way of making
Yeah.
their culture beliefs and religions fit into that.
Yeah.
Right. As an extension. Right. So, I just think it's cool that way.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I just think it's cool that way. And I remember seeing, like, the very first time I saw, like, I don't know if you've ever watched Project Runway, but the very first time I saw Project Runway, and there was a Muslim girl there who basically wanted to show that Arab women were fashionable.
Yeah.
Right? And that, they're not so far from Italy. Yeah. Right? So there's a lot of influence from Europe, right? Yeah. Even in Egypt. And so she just basically went on stage and like showed her work,
Yeah.
right? Which was like, I want Muslim women to feel beautiful,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And not feel like they have to compromise their religion or their beliefs,
Yeah.
and for their personalities,
Yeah.
right? And I thought that was really awesome, right? So it was like the first time I saw that on television was like, that's amazing, right? Like, and the first time I actually had an appreciation about how important fashion is in places that are also, with a certain religion. Hey, what's up? Look at how good you're looking, Hank.
Yeah, the right
Oh,
colours
you did
right.
that. Wow.
I really need to up my game.
This
Oh, those are your showers. Of course they are. But yeah.
See you later. Bye.
See you later.
I think
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
Kirsten.
But I think a lot of times people just forget that like everyone's a human.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And that we all we all get sad, we all get happy.
Janet, you got me online this time. What's up, Tammy? I don't know why it's freezing on me.
That's a
We all have
universal
friends.
experience.
We all it's such a we get hungry, we get excited when we see someone cute, or we have a crush, or we get mad if we get rejected, we get humiliated. Like these are just universal human experiences, right? And it's like a lot of fashion. We all want to look good with it. We have our own sense of style and stuff, and it's like we're so much more than just like what someone can see and tell about.
Oh, I need to give out those rights.
We're all so much more alike than we are different, I feel like sometimes we put people in categories to be like, okay, well, you're Australian, so you must be like just like this and nothing else, and like you and I can never, you're fighting kangaroos, you know what I mean? I can't hang out with you. I don't know anything about Australia. I'm like, okay, cool, I'm gonna talk to you only, but it's like, well, we're all just people, we're all just upstairs dancing and having a good time, and that's like the shared human experience that we're having.
The shared human experience, right? That everyone wants to feel joy.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
And everyone feels sad.
Yeah.
Right.
Like joy is like universal.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Right. Like
no matter
that's a human emotion,
yeah.
not just a religion moment.
Yeah.
Right? So Yeah, no, I think it's been really, I think this is a really great opportunity to show, America different things.
Yeah.
Thanks for the update.
And I think that when CBS made the imperative that they would show 50% diversity, right? I was like,
Oh, is that what they said?
yeah. So they wanted to
In this
basically,
show or in all shows?
I think in almost all their reality shows, that was something that was
Really?
important to them.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
great.
that's cool.
And so I think that it was designed to basically say America is a lot more diverse than sort of
I think it's more interesting to see all the different
It's
cultures.
interesting.
I
It's
do
just so,
too.
Yeah.
Right. And I think it's really interesting sort of what you see is that people get connected outside of those things.
Yeah,
Right.
because you're in here.
Yeah. And that there is the ability to find common ground.
Yeah.
Those people who may not be the same.
Yeah, like
Right.
Like you could put two people that you're like, they're so different. They'll never
I have
get along.
87
And then you're
people
like
following
laughing
this
over
channel.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I
100.
love this person. It's
Yeah,
like,
that's right.
And we were saying last night, everyone has got along in here. I mean,
Maybe
I know
in
this
the
for
next
except
couple of
for everyone.
days, I hope.
Generally, everyone gets
What's
along.
up?
yeah.
Hey,
That
what's going
just
on?
shows,
There goes
What's
Izzy.
up?
everyone can be super different.
Exactly. And like
You
day
can
day
find out.
three now,
bathroom
you know what I mean?
moment.
Like we have not.
Okay.
spent that
Like,
much
good for
time
you.
together, But like,
Do you need
really,
to
I
have
feel
do you need to have
everyone, it's like
a theme song
outside
for
of
it?
this
No,
experience.
I
and
just
like I
wanted
would
the
want
world
to
know
see you.
it's like,
Yeah.
And Ellie, like
you
I
know,
would
yeah,
want to
yeah,
see,
yeah.
like I
I
want
tell
people.
people,
So
like,
he
I
gave
have-
me this to put around the handle to keep the door closed so I can breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Like,
definitely
this-
supposed to give you a
Yeah,
notification.
yeah.
when
It's,
you go live.
it's crazy.
I'm gonna be like, rain.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Well, it's like if you do. I mean, it's way more extreme than this. But even when you go to school camp, any of those intense experiences that you spend with people
And then
just together.
You just bond.
Yeah.
That's right.
And, like, yeah.
Yeah, I think and I think that's important for people to see that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that people forget, especially
Okay,
in our country
let's
right
see
now.
if there's
where
any
everything's
game
so
discussion
divided,
going on.
Right. I was like, we can't get anything done because no one wants to work together.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
it would be really nice if we could.
Don't get me wrong, it's a nice conversation, but
I am not gonna lie to you. I robbed you. Like
Oh,
I
y'all
took
gonna
the-
give TV some
That
TV.
is so
That's
cute.
really cute.
But because it's still so taboo, a lot of people in Korea do stick and poke. So just like a little needle, and then they'll do a hand
I guess
instead of
it's
a
early.
gun. Like
we don't really
God.
talk gaming like that until
So while I got some tattoos
Later.
in Korea, and I noticed that they use just a needle. I was like, I think I could pick that up.
Which is worse, or which one hurts more?
They're different. I think if we're doing strictly pain,
Yeah.
the gun hurts a little bit more, but the gun is faster, much
Oh.
faster.
Okay.
So like something that would take 3 hours by hand might take 30, 45 minutes. So it's kind of like that. But I did this one by myself.
What do you mean you did it on? What you mean?
I sat on the couch like this and I said,
Stop it. No, you didn't. No, you did that?
I did. I did
Lou is
this one.
still
I did
talking.
right?
Yeah. Because I have
Yes,
yeah,
Lou.
it's not good. Don't
Wait a
look
minute.
at it.
You
It's not
tattoo?
good.
Lou is still
Just
talking
for shits and
to
giggles.
Cerise.
Just because I saw that I like to pick up a lot of hobbies, as you could
So
probably
Blue
tell.
really
I
likes
just
to
like
read.
do a lot of things. I like to learn a lot of things. So I picked
I
this up.
saw that heart. I was like, oh, she got a heart on there.
Yeah, so I just kind of did it. It's not good. I was just kind of experimenting.
But you can
But-
draw.
I'm not gonna lie. I traced
Like
this.
I was saying yesterday,
Oh, okay.
I traced it. I like to doodle though.
I'm so
But,
impressed at how
I was
calm
gonna say,
Cerise
I
always
Mr.
love your
Jerry.
sweater.
stressful environment.
What do you mean? Trying to be fashionable now. Trying to take my title. I don't like that. Just kidding. Wait, I forgot the point of the story. Butterfly, that tattoo. I don't know. Now you know a new fun fact about me. I forgot.
I can't believe you tattooed your own self like that.
I started with smaller ones. So my very first tattoo I gave myself was on my toe. It's gone now because
What makes you think like, oh, I could tattoo myself?
when the tattoo artist in Korea
Please
did it, I
give
was like,
this
I
a
think I
like.
could do that. Because my thing, when it comes to cooking, when it comes to DIY, when it comes to tattoos, like a lot of things, I was like, I think I could do that by myself. Or like, I feel like I could
Wow.
just like do it for cheaper, do it better or something.
Yeah, that's good
Um,
though. I do that, but it don't come out like.
I know if you really look at this is not good. It is not good. I want to get it fixed. by a real tattoo artist.
Yeah.
But I like picking up little hobbies.
Wow. So do I. I told my husband like for years now, I was like, give me a sewing machine. I'm gonna sew my own clothes.
Ooh, that is a
want to
hobby
do
I
that
dropped very
really
quickly.
bad.
But yeah.
I haven't gotten it yet, but I know when I do get it, it's gonna be like,
It's
you like my
gonna be
shirt?
so
No, you
good.
can't put your arm down, but yeah.
I can't put my arm down. But don't I look good just in this angle right here? Yeah, I really wanted to do that too because
Yeah.
I think like especially not even just like sewing your own clothes, just being able
Tammy,
to hem your clothes.
how you
I think
doing
is
today?
So good because then your clothes fit better.
Yeah.
You're doing it to your
Oh,
own
yeah.
body type.
Yeah. That's what made me want to do because I know what looks good on my own body.
Right.
So I would make in my mind
Right.
fire stuff that fits me.
Right.
And it hides all the stuff I want to hide
Mhm.
cutely
Mhm.
better than I could buy from a store.
Yeah, but it's so hard.
I know because my arm can't go down.
I'm also one of those type of people, kind of like what Izzy was saying. Like I need structure sometimes, especially when I'm learning a new hobby. So like I have to like really prepare myself before I start. And so like I'll watch a lot of videos. I have a lot of questions. But the thing that I found hard about sewing is all the machines are different. All the techniques are different.
Right.
If I have a question I can't really ask, well, like tattooing is a little more straightforward because like needle, ink.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
but
they're
with
definitely
like the
not.
machines,
Materials,
you can't
puckers,
really see what they're doing. Like the
Yeah.
camera works kind of shoddy, so I was just like, okay,
Yeah.
like, but yeah, I couldn't really get into.
Try it though.
Yeah, I think that'd be really.
So you
good.
see me on Instagram like, hey, it's not that. My arm just won't go down.
Because I always envy the people who are like, oh, I just made this myself, and I was like, that is so cool.
I watched Project Runway.
We got 6
and they
people
make
in the
fire,
building.
like,
Let's
leather
get to
jackets
10,
and
man.
stuff in, like,
Y'all
a
know how
day.
these numbers
Yeah,
be.
that's
like,
insane.
I gotta be able to try
That's
something.
insane. Like this, and then a bag. Like it's so cute.
Oh, it's a
I
purse
would-
too. You see that? You
Yes,
zip that over.
If you could have any job without any worry of reputation, any worry of money, that's very different from what you do now. Like very different. It can't be like, oh, I do social media, so I want to do marketing. Like it can't be like.
I would do a talk show.
Ooh,
Because
wait,
I
could
wanted
so
to
see
talk
that.
about.
It's okay, Janet.
but it
I
would have to be
believe in
free
the
to talk about
ability of this
everything
page
without
to
you're
get
gonna be
there.
canceled. or Just what the people are talking about, right? What the kids are talking about, what me and my kids talk
I
about.
do.
That
You should have
everybody's
a
talking
podcast.
about.
Do you have one already?
I don't, but I was thinking about
You
it.
should really
was
get a
already
podcast.
thinking about it. I started a YouTube channel, but I only did like Survivor stuff, but I'm thinking about it.
Oh.
Because
She has a
so much
YouTube
goes
channel?
on,
I didn't
and
even
I
know.
talk
You look
about
that
it
up.
with my kids, and I'm like, I wonder what other people and their kids
Yeah.
are saying about this or
Yeah.
about that. Are they this open and free? Are they? How are they feeling? Yada yada yada.
Okay. 2 birds, 1 stone moment. Okay.
Okay.
My
It's
strategy
called Couch
brain,
Talk with
my content
Celine.
Okay.
little brain is going. You could do a talk show esque and then record the audio and just throw it into a podcast. So not only do you have a podcast, you also have a show. Then you could post it on YouTube and have a podcast so that you could diversify your audience in that way.
So just give me your card.
Okay.
So when this is,
Let me
just write it on my list.
You're like, okay, all right, 2 ideas.
No, I'm serious.
Because you can
What
have
have
like
our
a little
interaction
setup,
with Jared
right?
been
Have
like?
a little setup and then host your talk show however you want, and just have that recording. When you have that recording, you're clearly going to have the audio.
Right.
So all you need to do is transfer the audio into a podcast. So you have both. You have your talk show moment. So for the people
Is
who are
Blue
really
like a
interested,
social media
because you miss out on a
influencer?
lot on the podcast, right?
I'm about
You
to
miss
look up
on
her
the
Twitter.
chemistry, the
Yeah.
on-screen
Her
chemistry, the talking, the
Instagram.
facial expressions, all that. So you could record it.
You did?
It's like medium success.
Oh,
Media.
we're getting it.
But you know,
Yeah,
it's success nonetheless.
I'm pleased.
Please.
We ripped off Reanimated.
I'm trying to.
That's pretty good. That was pretty
You can
good.
relax a little bit
Yeah,
and lean back. Lean back.
I'm trying to
That's a
convince
great
Sari to have her
idea.
talk show. We're building her
Oh.
computer.
And it's
What
called
a great.
Pacery.
Oh, that's so cute.
I like that. Yeah, and I was telling her that she said, which was a great question. If you didn't play flute and you could do any other job without any.
That has to be completely different from what you do now.
I think I would be a chef.
Ooh.
I thought about that.
Yeah, chef.
It does.
Warm and toasty inside.
No, yeah, I think I would be a chef.
Wow.
Yeah.
What would you do?
I would have been an illegal arts dealer.
Wow. Yes, absolutely. Yes.
What'd you say?
An illegal arts dealer, because that is so different from what I do. Not
Like
not
heist
like
style.
that.
Yeah. Heist style.
That is so.
I fully see that
fun.
for you. Wow, God, how
Nah, she's
Oh, yeah,
not
I
a
can see you
social
pull that
media.
off. You got a
Wow,
bad
I'm
ass
like,
suit.
that also
But
is
she
getting
will
But
be
me.
into
but
the
in
topic
reality, I'd be like,
Yeah.
you would see me like Mona Lisa intro, and I'm like,
Still content creating. Still content creating. She's still the same
But
person.
these days,
I'm like,
I mean,
hey guys, I'm
Yeah.
stealing the
Wait
Mona
till
Lisa.
this is
I'm like, get ready with me while I steal the Mona Lisa.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
That's crazy.
that's so good.
Get ready, come with me to
I'll
get
be
the
on
Da
there
Vinci.
for
Like, let's
about
go.
You have a good
hour.
billion. What?
I'll
You have to
definitely be
live
back
stream,
with that.
obviously. That's crazy. That's an excellent question, though.
It's
It
it's
tells you-
And you said talk show host? Is that what you said? Or?
yeah.
Because I want to.
I think that
Like I
is
said,
so
I'll be on here
ideal.
several
Me and
times.
kids talk about everything, like just
Yeah.
no holds barred,
Yeah.
right? But I would wonder, like she said, I want to, like we should be able to talk about everything,
I want to
every
know if I can
situation
make the
freely without
news.
fear of being canceled or this or that. If I can have that type of, because it's happening, right? But I don't know what
Mhm.
Felicia and her son think of
four
this
of them at that.
situation, because
So,
this
like,
is what me and
this
my kids
season,
said, and this is the
no matter
conversation
who
we
you
have.
are,
What's the
they're gonna
conversation
throw
y'all have?
random shit at us.
So
It's like new stuff.
And there's no
always,
way
yeah.
to like, there's no textbook for that. Like you
Use-
can't
exactly.
you can't like prepare for that. So that's why I'm like treading very lightly right now, because it's literally, we've been here for what, like
Please,
48
I
hours.
told you,
like,
give me your card.
Jersey
Jersey.
I'm like,
Well,
I'm
thanks for
nervous.
explaining how the back door works.
the back
The
door.
backdoor technique that I still don't know exactly how it works.
So okay, so backdoor.
Let's hear it. Okay.
Backdoor is when you put two nominations up, and then you basically
One's a
like,
pawn.
You play the Vita.
you play the veto, pull one
Oh,
of them
these
up, and then
newbies
put
who
someone else
don't know
in the
anything
block,
about the
and they can't play
game.
the veto anymore.
And that someone
then
else is
they're
not
out.
HOH.
So the reason why you
They're
do
like
Yes.
fresh off
Yes,
HOH
you like,
usually.
yeah,
Do you know why they do it though?
Why?
It's
So
so
they're
that you
comp
can't
piece.
play in the Vita because if you're not in nomination,
Yeah.
you can't play in the
Like
Vita.
if you're their
So
target
it's
for
a
the week.
way to like make you think
Oh.
you're safe, and you
Wow.
can't.
I knew you guys would
Protect
come through for
yourself.
me.
So, but
Ah.
yeah, and that's why
Sir,
people like you have to
need
win
to
to then
focus
then
here.
you can
Child,
switch
I
and
don't
put
know
that
anything
person
about
up,
the
and they
game.
didn't have a chance to save
Interesting.
themselves because they
Yeah.
didn't get to play.
I'll,
That's what they do it. For.
that's my brain. Like I can plan, I can
Oh, that-
strategize, but there's
yeah.
blind spots, and I'm just like it's just
It's a risky move.
And it happened. Like I've
What's
noticed that like
up?
things in here are gonna escalate fast. So like I know we feel like, oh, we're just like chilling
You're
in the
in
kitchen,
here.
like twiddling our thumbs, but like once that HOH comp happened, immediately, like at the dinner table, did you guys like feel the awkward silence for a second? Everyone was like thinking. Like I
Really?
felt
Really?
it. Yeah, we were sitting there at the table. I don't know. I felt it. I also
didn't
just
pick
like
up.
Things are developing and who's working and
Yeah.
right. I think it will make me feel a little bit better. 'cause of
It's
the-
not a bad
Let me
week
see
to
about
be
this
HOH.
background.
No, I think
I
this
keep
is
trying
Sorry,
to
I'm
say
just
HOA.
experimenting while
HOH.
you are on
Because you know
here.
the HOA in an apartment.
Yeah.
It's like when I hear POV, I think they're same point of view.
Yeah. Me too.
I have to double translate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a bad week to be head of household.
Yeah. I think that this is the right. I think this was a good week to be at, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
you can suss out the lay of the land
yeah.
instead of being someone like me who feels like
And mostly with
we are-
dragons
we
there,
Behind me.
it's the
we were
way
pick, like that's why I'm looking at everyone and I'm like,
blue looks
they don't
scary.
pick the average Joe for this season. Like they don't do that.
I'm so
Like,
bummed about it. I'm like, damn, everyone's good as hell.
I'm like,
make it.
nobody's a floater. No,
Here. Yeah.
like that's a big deal. Like it, like props to us, but like it's scary. I'm terrified that like being the first HOH off the bat. Like I don't know what that means. I don't know if I'm like I can't compete next week. So I'm like,
Yeah, you
okay.
can't.
That's why I wasn't
Yeah,
like I
be
wasn't like all
back-to-back.
invested. I was like, yeah, I'll lose. I mean, she's blocked, but no big deal, you know. I still can't get over like I don't know why I volunteered for the friggin'
Have not.
have not. I don't know why I did it. Like I've been doing things just on
Well,
instinct.
because
What was why
People
did
go-
rotates,
people,
honestly.
I mean, people appreciate that. Like that
Yeah.
doesn't
Do
go.
they?
That doesn't go
Do you think?
unnoticed.
Because I'd seen it in older seasons, and I'm like, this ain't getting. You ain't getting nothing. What a dummy. You know, I see them like volunteer.
Hey, I
It goes
almost
both
did. If no one,
ways. It goes both ways.
yeah, I feel
It's
like.
like, oh, are they doing it to kiss
Well-
up, or are they doing?
Well, you're welcome.
Thank
Hey,
you.
You're welcome.
I really appreciate that, Luke. Thank you.
Yeah.
I was about to.
Don't forget.
I was
I was
too.
Don't
going
forget
to,
who your
but then,
friends are.
It's him, and it's him.
Hi, Sam.
But I was really
Hi,
great
Sam.
there, but he beat me to it.
I like Hi Sam.
So I realized, like,
Sam.
oh, hi Sam, hi Sam,
Hi, Sam. Hi, Sam.
There you go.
So it's like I realized all of our rooms, so I was like, might as well stick together. So, yeah.
It's gonna be quite the time. I don't know, like logistically, I'm like, when is this denomination ceremony gonna happen? How many days is it gonna be? Because I know it's Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday
Or like
are
we
the
don't know the
shows.
timeline exactly.
So I'm thinking live eviction's gonna be obviously next Thursday, but I'm like, what is gonna happen between then? I'm just like thinking, are we gonna have all day? Are they gonna drop it on me that I have to make a decision within like an hour? Like,
They might.
are they just gonna drop it on me? Like, yeah.
No, but then you gotta have people talking to you. Like people are gonna be like, hey.
But they know they still do it. Last
Every-
week.
I mean,
Like, you have
dude-
to decide right now.
dude,
and, like you have 2 minutes. To
There's
decide.
literally
Something like that.
there's 16 people that have to talk to me. Everyone was doing like one-on-ones yesterday. Like,
You didn't
basically-
get any like
Did everyone
nominees
come up to you yesterday?
talk-
nominees. No,
Yeah,
no, I've
nominees.
talked to nominees.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, they got.
It was like the
they're-
first thing.
I'm most focused on talking to them because
That's
like
why I didn't
I'm
go up to you
I'm going
yesterday.
off such minimal, like it's hard for me to make an educated decision when there's like very little knowledge on people. Like I don't have a lot to work with, so that's why I'm like I'm spending the next couple of days, if I have the next couple of days, like just observing,
Mm.
like keeping my eyes peeled, ears peeled. Like I'm just like trying to feel out the vibe, like
The grief
who is
journey is
gravitating
so
towards who,
different
and
from
like
when Dad passed,
who's
probably
friends
because
over
I
here. Like
feel
I'm just
for
like
her
trying to. I'm a very intuitive person. I can tell
full
when someone's
time,
looking me in the
movie
face and lying through
foolishness.
their teeth. Like,
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
I mean,
Of course I know. I'm not dumb.
So you've got some ideas piling up. You've got.
I'm
Alright.
starting to. The gears are turning.
You got the
like-
4 people up, and you're like,
Mhm.
put a poison apple in this basket.
my grandfather and my
Yes.
dad
Stacking them
both
up. Okay,
passed
we're gonna
the
see
same
how heavy this
beat.
basket
The
gets.
thoughts are turning. Like
But
there are some ideas
My
developing.
grandfather's
I'm
passing,
gonna like
as heavy as
wait
that
and
was, felt
see
much
how the
less
next-
heavy
I
than
want to see how
this.
today goes, but like I said,
And I think the
long story
caretaker
short,
part was a part of that also.
I want to keep things very clean this
Mm.
week. Like
Yeah.
I'm
Mm.
gonna let
Mhm.
what Big Brother did on its own.
Mm.
I'm gonna ride that.
See, that
I'm
was
gonna
my
milk
idea.
that.
My idea is let
But I get
everybody
it.
else turn
You
up
know,
the
even
heat.
though
I
everybody's
know somebody's
journey is
gonna do
different,
something,
Yeah.
I get
and
it.
everybody's gonna notice.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna see somebody else do something,
Mhm.
and all of a sudden, all the nice lists.
Well, I'm
nice
just
stuff is
thinking
gonna-
someone's gonna shoot themselves in the foot, and I'm gonna capitalize on it.
Really?
Yeah. Someone's
How
gonna
so? What do you mean?
like if things don't add up, if stories don't add up, and
We got 7 in
I
the
see it
building. 7
happening,
is a
and
new record.
I
for me
just
right
don't
now.
want to play a game like
Actually,
that.
no, I
just
think I
don't
had
want to
8
play
at
like a
one point.
lying.
Somebody
people
said to
thing.
me that some of the people don't seem
It is
to be
midday,
what they
though.
say they are. I was like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Like we got like friggin' a doctor or something in here, or like a friggin'
Oh, like lying about what they do.
yeah, or
Oh,
something like
yeah.
that. And I was like,
Like,
I forgot
I
what
believe
everyone's
it.
occupation is already. I don't.
If someone
friggin-
with like an undercover, and you like didn't tell them that. So like you're really good at observing people if you're an undercover person.
Mhm.
Like I said, this cast is not just like average, like
High quality picks.
they're high quality
High quality
picks.
picks.
We are first string. Like this is like I don't know what's up. People are athletes. People are capable here and here, and everyone has their own
I
little
forgot,
special.
did Matt
thing.
tell them he was an athlete?
I'm deaf.
Like we're really good at surfing.
I don't
Like, I
remember
can't
if
hide
Matt
that
told them.
But you think you're gonna tell them? Like they're gonna know day one that I can't hear.
I don't know. You're giving lawyer. I don't know.
I'm actually
You're giving
business.
lawyer vibes.
Yeah,
That's
well,
what
you
it
know,
is.
just
You
giving
can tell
lawyer
me. Your
vibes.
Honor.
Oh, Gabe.
No intel.
Yeah. I know nothing.
Yeah.
Hit the like button on your way in.
Objection.
Subscribe to the channel and hit the
Okay,
notification bell
okay.
So that's where I'm at.
because we're gonna be doing this
gonna be-
all.
That's the
Season
smartest way to go
long.
about it too.
I just
And it's
have
gonna
to
be a
be-
long season.
And like I said, I I don't want to
Let's see what else is
completely
going on.
solidify any sort of decision right now
Yeah.
because you never know. Today they can be like, oh, brand new comp and the loser has a disadvantage or whatever. Like you just don't know what is coming. Like we've been in here again. This is like barely the third day and we already have 4 nominees on the block and we have a late HOH. We have like a reverse HOH. So I'm just like, dude, my head's on a swivel though because people are gonna start panicking. And like I don't want to be one of the ones who like falls victim to the paranoia and the stress. Like
I think you have to be careful about who you tell them because then people
will
just spill on accident.
People will chit chat and twist it up. And
I said that.
Yeah.
Wow, Matt.
That's why
that's the worst part is when people start twisting.
Matt is thinking,
like,
man.
oh,
She's talking to too many people.
She didn't say that. That's when you get like, I guess
that's why I was so messed up about being like a have not because it's like I'm gonna be like I can't
Matt is thinking.
because here's the thing. I like if my mindset like I psych myself out. Like I'll let you know right now. My weakness is like I get to myself. I overthink things. And I flip out.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
No, I know. No, I'm not gonna like. Yeah. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I'm not.
He's like Kyle's doppelganger.
No, yeah. But it's like I was like, damn. I'm gonna be eating slop. I'm gonna be cold showering. I'm gonna be in a way. I'm gonna be in a way, and I'm gonna be like, if there's pressure, and it's the first week. I'm like, but I think I needed it honestly.
Everyone needs a little pat on the back.
Like an adrenaline shot right in the heart.
Yeah.
It's like because like I worked out yesterday, and I was like, yes, it felt good.
Yeah.
And I jumped in that
I'm waiting for the
shower.
I'm waiting for the backyard workout.
Yeah, I can't bring
outdoor.
myself to go into the bathroom and do it. I haven't done it yet.
I took the yoga ball and there was like no room, so I just did like sit-ups on the yoga ball.
It's so
middle
Who
of
y'all
and I
rooting
think
for, by
someone
the
was,
way?
like, crapping in there, and I think
Who do y'all want to win? Who's your ideal final 2 or 3?
I'm literally going across
Not
the whole
your-
room. I can't.
So you can like
It's
touch
the
each
room.
wall.
I'm like, I can't do apps like all the
Did you
way.
see us? We had like a lineup of 3. And
Yeah.
it was like Blue next to me, and Corey was next to me, and then I think Jag was next to him. And we're all
You guys all went in there. It was like rush hour.
It was me, Jag, and America biking while you guys were all working out.
It was great.
All of us. We were all going at the same time.
I need someone who knows yoga so we can all do yoga.
Who was a yoga instructor?
Someone won.
Oh my gosh. Heisam was a yoga instructor.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Because I
yeah,
need
he's
yoga. And I was like, bro, that would be good to do outside yoga. Ooh, that'd be
Yeah.
good.
I just want to. I don't care what I do. I literally don't care. I just want to sit in the sun and like.
So I'm losing it. I'm losing the color.
Dude, I have. This is literally like this is awful. This is literally self tanner. Like it's self tanner. I haven't been in the sun at all, dude. Like even before. Yeah, dude. I had it.
I did that a little bit. That's why I didn't really.
I'm skinny.
Yeah.
Mine doesn't go away.
And I have calluses, so that's why it's like stuck on there.
Yeah.
Are my cheeks getting nice and rosy? Am I getting less sun on my face?
Dude,
yeah, I'm losing.
Yeah, we need to.
Panicking.
We need to get. I think that they're setting up a veto comp, and then after that, we might get the backyard. So I'm assuming in the next couple of days there's going to be the veto because things have to speed up. They're going to have to have. I don't know how to say this. They're going to have something for Sunday's episode. Remember that Sundays were live though. I know Thursday's live.
But this year is so delayed.
Yeah,
everything's different this year. Like
everything's different. They changed the days because it's football season.
Yeah,
football season.
You're right. Yeah, Sundays are football games.
Yeah,
but the Thursdays are as well.
Well, it's supposed to be. I think it's Mondays. It's supposed to be Mondays now. It's Mondays or Tuesdays, and now it's Wednesday, live Thursday, and Sunday.
You're all off on that.
I think we need this week. That's why I'm like, this week is
we are
literally
Sunday,
just
Wednesday,
a
Thursday until
and then
football.
There's going to be a rhythm.
Extra.
I think this week is we have 17 people now, so there's no.
This is an extra week, yeah.
So like.
So it's just.
I think that's why it's easier.
Yeah, like in my eyes, I'm doing the house a favor.
Yeah.
Like I'm just getting.
This week has been so easy too, and it's going to be easy because
one less person in the bathroom, you know.
I can't believe how it's not been that difficult dealing with the bathroom.
Difficult.
Everyone's afraid.
It's not hard to like deal with one bed. That was my biggest fear coming in here. I was like, yo, I've had
like,
roommates for
dude, what do I ever take shit?
Forever. Yeah, no, like I'm like, oh my god, but like I ain't
yeah, people are like pretty mindful of that. I think everyone like has like found their time.
Yeah, everyone knows what time they're gonna shower now.
I know, and it doesn't even close all the
I got
way.
fucking
One
bladder
bathroom.
door. I feel weird about the door. That's the thing.
I hate the door.
I hate that if you're
I
sitting
used to live in a
down
dorm
and then
though, so
it
I was
really
in.
go up and you're like, what's up?
It was even worse than that.
It was so
Occupied.
funny.
It was
Hey,
so
Oreo.
funny
It's a
watching
weird
it
concept
there.
that you can't
We had
walk
like
in at all.
we had
Well,
only 4
that's
people.
not
I wanted to
true.
get at
There's
least
one
6. I was pissed that
bathroom
I
per
really-
you're
floor.
hiding in there.
I
She was so
No,
convinced. I
literally
told her, I was
for you,
like, no,
heard-
they
thank
wouldn't
you.
do that.
I'm like, dude, he's in there.
Yeah,
But
I
who
was.
am I to be like, no, I'm gonna
4
come in
people were
anyways.
in there.
It wasn't
4
American.
It's a
She
good
was like,
spot
no,
you
I'm
can knock
sitting
and then
at the
you like
bidet.
hear something like, I'm
What
in
was a
here.
nice
Like,
way of
okay,
saying you
sorry.
talk
What am I
to
gonna
them?
do? Walk in on a girl using the bidet? Like what?
And
Right.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we had like 4 or 5 people in there. I think at the time I was trying to stack them up. I was like, let's see how many. I can't. What I'm
I
pissed
knew
about
I
is that
heard
you
you.
guys all knew. You all knew I was gonna do that.
I know.
I walked past it. I was
We
like,
went into your room because we're like,
Went
you know,
right
that
into the
room's
bathroom. I
best
was
out of
like,
all of us.
What's
So
up,
we were
dude?
thinking maybe you found a spot up there.
I like your
And then she had to
sweater.
do 25.
Hey!
25 kicks.
All right, I'm gonna peace out. I've been meaning to talk to you.
I just rang.
I gotta get
Yeah.
the
Oh
job.
my gosh, yes. I've been
Yeah, I like
talking
that.
about our
I'm
charades
like
game.
envious of you. Oh, did
To give us little white tennis shoes and they
Yeah.
never gave them to us.
They probably will. And maybe we'll ask. Because I noticed that too.
brought it for you.
Yeah. Because I was gonna wear.
Hello, my beautiful people. Come on up. I know. I thought we were just gonna get like a bag or something.
I am gonna ask them about that because I want those white
Yeah.
ones.
I know they're nice.
Yes.
I need more. These are my favorite shoes.
Yes. And you have the same brand tennis shoes I have. Those OQs,
Oh,
whatever the heck they are from Nordstrom.
On-Clouds.
Yes.
The On-Clouds are the best. All right. How are you?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Okay.
How are you?
Spirits. You're always so smiley and cheery.
That's me.
That is you. And I love that. Oh. All right. So I am like running off of like 20 minutes of sleep.
I
and
know.
my brain
Shit,
is,
I think I had 30.
my brain is just mushy at this point. I'm just
My
like,
head hurts because I'm so tired.
tired and just stressed, and like it's so crazy. After that competition yesterday, we got back, ate lunch real quick, and then I was up here and it was just like meeting.
You've been attacked.
Yeah,
You've been
yeah,
attacked.
and I got back downstairs like for the first time. I like the dinner break, and
Convince
then I
her
went
not to
back
leave you on the
downstairs
block.
after like everything was said and done. It was like 4.
Hi, Shanna.
I'm like,
I
I'm
didn't
just
know you
gonna
were
sit
here.
talking.
People came up here till 4 o'clock.
Oh yeah, waiting out at the pool area. Just like
Oh,
like an
my
office.
God.
you
Right.
know?
Right. Next.
I'm like, I really love talking, and I'm lucky that I'm a blabbermouth because I don't know how like an introvert person could do this. But
interviews.
so let's talk.
An introvert could do
So,
this by
Here's where I'm at. You are not, in my eyes, you are not somebody I want to see leave the house. Absolutely not. What you
How does the house and
Yeah.
the rest of the house feel?
I think the rest of the house, from what I observed yesterday, is kind of in the same boat that you and I were in yesterday when we had a little chit chat.
Oh, yes.
So, and
If
I
y'all
like
didn't
people
see
who don't do
yesterday,
that. So it's
she was
not
saying
like
she wants
maybe,
Felicia to
like,
stay in
here's
the
where I'm
house
at, like,
because
I think
basically she's
certain
old and
person
she's an
should go
outlier.
because this and this. I've had people
Let's keep it
just
real.
literally come to me and say, "Hey,
They
look
said
out
it in a
for
clean
who,
way.
who, who.
Historically,
She's talking a
people
lot.
like
She's saying
her
things that
don't do well
don't
in the
make sense.
game.
Yeah.
The math ain't mathin'.
Yeah, right.
And I think for me, like, this is so difficult, first of all, because
I know, Shanna.
for what feels like 5 minutes. So it's like, I don't even know everybody yet. And like,
Yeah.
That's why I'm
it's
leaning
hard
into
and
the
everything's
screen because
happening
it
in
becomes
reverse.
hard to
4
hear.
nominees before an HOH competition. That's never happened before.
No.
And I think that we've all been like kumbaya, like patty cake, and like nobody's really done any sort of strategizing until that competition. So like now it's like one after one after one. Like there's been no developments until now. So I'm like, this is really hard because I have to be careful. This for me, this HOH, there's 17 humans.
Give me
in
10
here.
one
Yeah.
time. Give me
This
10.
for me, like
10
I want this
viewers.
to be as clean as possible. I have a pretty good idea of like what needs to happen. And I already talked to Serena. I hope I told her like feel free to like talk to Felicia about like what we spoke about. And I even told her she can come and be here for this too because like I want to be completely transparent.
Okay.
And with her, I value the two of you. I think you're smart as
you.
hell, and I think that you're
And she does
extremely
right away.
loved in this house.
Right, Tammy?
And that's why I think that if there were a situation where there were some sort of bond situation, it would be a unanimous vote. And I know that's scary because nobody wants to sit up there, but I'm thinking the best situation in my head right now.
Yo, what's up, Ricky?
You are nobody's target. Everyone loves Mama Felicia. You.
I mean,
and so I'm like,
I don't know
who in
who's
their right
doing the
mind
best,
would be like,
but
yeah, she's at the right now. We need to get her out of here.
I
Mr.
love
Kirsten,
watching
who's
Sari in this
every
game.
person's feather so far in this house. To me, that's a no-brainer. That's a unanimous vote. And if there has to be, I can
Now,
only pick
taking
two
her out of
people
the
now.
equation,
And I know that Corey and Jared are two people that I
kind of like Matt.
will be on our side. Numbers, if I remove them right now, you and I mean, and I say this with so much love and respect for you. Right now, no one's looking at you as a threat or anything. Nothing's happened right now. People looking at Corey and he left the house and people are like, oh, he has a secret power. He's got baggage with him. There's a risk that some sort of flip can happen and then boom, he's out of the house and there's a number lost for us. And then Jared, he's looked at as some sort of competition-based type of situation. I don't know if people look at him as more of maybe a physical threat than Kirsten. That would be a reason for them to vote him out. And then when I look at you, everyone loves you so dearly. You are going nowhere if you're up there. And I hate, and this sucks for me because I am in the position where it's
car salesman
I
vibes
feel
right now.
for everybody, and I am scared shitless. To even be the person up here, I can't even imagine what it's like to be
I would love
in
that,
the position you guys are
Shanna.
in, and I trust me
Because
when
then
I tell
all
you,
this talking they've been doing, they got to figure something else out.
best, and I
This
I
is
want the best
annoying.
for you moving forward. I want to work with you, and if
I
you
want to
trust
work
me,
with you. She
know
wants
that
her
you
as a
have
bottom of the
favors for you.
barrel number at the end of one of her
Conviction,
alliances.
you are going nowhere. You're staying put. This is gonna be one of those
Felicia's not dumb.
You're
That's
saying
the
you're gonna
that's
put
the
me
whole
up next to
thing.
I'm considering my options, and that's what I've been leaning towards.
She
just
thinks she's
because I know
dumb,
you're
but
us
she's
against
not
hers.
dumb. I've heard her have conversations with
I'm saying,
others.
okay, thank God.
She's playing the
she's
game.
she's causing problems. She's saying things that aren't true. She's been following me around since that HOH competition, talking to me about same thing you were saying, this all male alliance in the have-not room, and blah 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 blah.
That's
just
exactly
this
what I would be
stuff
doing,
that,
Tammy.
doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And any person with a brain is gonna look at
Hit the
that right
like
now and be
button.
like, nobody wants to work with that.
Yeah.
That's a virus. We need to no bull crap. I don't want any. I at first I was like, do I even want to win this HOH? Because the first person to win HOH has that target. They draw blood. They're the first person to draw blood.
Yeah.
And I'm like, in my head before we even came here, I was like, I don't want to be the person to do that. I want to ride off of whatever someone else did. I want someone else. I'm like, I want someone else to be the one to do it, to take the first shot. Of course. But you just never go. This season so far, it's been a backwards nomination process, backwards HOH process.
Give you guys the other camera angle that shows both of them.
That kind of gameplay is not gonna fly, and you're like, I want the right people who play with integrity,
Better, Janet.
who respect each other, who want to be here and be here for the right reasons.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I
We have
want this
9
season. It's so
viewers
special that
here.
we're here. First of all, aside from everything, we are
Get it to 10.
so lucky to
Small victory.
Just to be
here.
on the 25th,
The 25th
season.
historical
This is huge.
season. Props to us.
Yes.
That's so incredible. We
Just to
worked
walk in the house. Just to walk in the
we
house.
just be here and everyone's so amazing, and that's the part that is so awful. I'm like, I wish everyone could stay. I wish that was how it went, but I see somebody right now who's shooting themselves in the foot, and I'm gonna capitalize on that, and I'm gonna hopefully that's why again I wanted to be in here first, because things are going to happen fast. Things are developing right now because everyone's like, oh wait, we're not all besties. We got to get to work. People are going to start. And I just want to make sure that we have the right
want to be in an
people.
alliance with you.
Absolutely.
I really do.
I do too.
Yes.
I want you to know that I have
I have trust in you. I have trust in Suri. Like, I don't feel like, we were just saying this last night. Like, I don't talk to you and I'm like, ooh, I don't know if I should have said that. Like, I trust that we have each other's best.
She's so full of it,
you know?
man.
I just hope if I
don't like
put
her.
it up on the blog that people don't all of a sudden, because like I said,
Riley is so full of it. If you've heard all the different things she's been saying to people,
everyone in this
she
house
is
is here
so
because
full of
they're
it.
smart.
Yeah.
And they can smell that from a mile away.
You don't want somebody else to be the pawn.
I think, and trust me, and oh my gosh, please trust me when I tell you, it's nothing's solidified yet, but like in my eyes, you versus Kirsten, you are Mama Felicia. No one is going to touch you. No one's even going to think twice about that decision. If I were
Felicia is about to be the next Britney
peasy,
BB23
no conversation
at
needed.
this point.
Yeah.
And
they're gonna
I'll
feel
tell you,
comfortable putting her
I
as
was
the
in this
pawn
room till
every
4 a.m.,
time,
people coming in, talking their game, you know, shooting
unless
their shot,
Suri or
whatever.
Jared gets in power.
A lot of people are in that same boat. They told me the same thing you told me, that there's someone in here
For sure.
talking the talk, and it's not adding up, and that's not someone they see themselves playing with. She doesn't, and I say this with so
I'm
much
so
love. Like, I
tired of
hate
her.
even talking about people like this. Is like, I'm like, how am I even here? Because I don't like talking about people. But like, really, when you boil it down, she's alienating herself because she's going from this group, saying this to them, this group.
If you guys want
and
me to
this group,
stay in
she's
this room,
handing
I'll
all
stay
the
in this
cookie jars,
room.
or trying to have a hand in the
There's
cookie
an
jars,
option of
and all
going
these
to this
cookie jars
room
are talking now.
with Jag.
So she
The
doesn't.
chocolate chips are talking to the Oreos.
The chocolate chips are talking to the Oreos.
Y'all let me
and
know.
It's not looking good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Y'all let me know. If you want me to stay here, I'll stay right here.
and knowing that there's not even going to need to be a campaign, but if randomly someone's like, well, what about? I'm going to say no.
If you ever want me to switch rooms, I can switch rooms.
I want a pawn situation. I want her to be on that block. I want the veto to happen. I want to keep on the same and everyone be on the same boat. Wash out. She's gone. We're back to 16 house guests. We move forward as a team. That to me is the ideal situation. I don't want to have to put up a replacement. No, I'm like, I don't want any of that. Like, I just want a solid plan with people I trust, people I respect, loyalty. I would not put you up there if I thought you had a chance of going home. I would never. I don't want you to go home. I want you here because I want to work together.
Okay, she doesn't care whether she's
there
there or not.
It's an opportunity to get somebody out seamlessly.
That's why I want to
It's a
see
seamless plan.
Felicia become part of another alliance and then suddenly surprise these people who think that she's going to be a nobody in this game.
I know it's
Mama
like
Felicia.
the worst thing because being
Mama
a pawn
Faye.
is like just trust me, like I'm a fan of
Just
the
hold the
show.
space for
Pawns
her
can go home,
until
but
it's
not
time
you.
for her to go.
Because
That's
there's a
all.
difference. You are somebody that people look at as like warm and safe and like
She's
people
older than
want
them,
you
but
around.
it doesn't mean she's dumb.
People who have shot themselves in the foot, like Kirsten, that is someone people are afraid of and don't want. And people are uneasy, they're uncomfortable around, and don't want.
Oh, Suri is something.
So just out
Anna.
of curiosity, and again, I understand
She
this.
is something.
So why wouldn't you
4 times on Survivor,
a Corey or
and
Jerry just to sit next
she
to her?
recently just played on this show called The
everybody wants
Traitors,
Because I want Corey and
and
Jared.
masterfully played in that
down
game.
because Corey has baggage right now. He got taken away. Everyone's like, oh, he has the power. There's a chance he goes home.
Yeah.
Kirsten stays in the house, and then we have another week of.
I mean, she's not a liar.
Corey
She
has,
just
what I'm thinking
reveals
is that
too
people are
much.
skeptical of Corey, and people are skeptical
She's
of
not
Jared.
lying.
People
I
look
mean,
at Jared
she
as
is
a
kind of
cult. People
lying,
look at
but
him as a
she's
physical threat.
fluttering
so you're saying,
this
I
lady's
get it.
You know what
biscuit.
I'm saying?
So
Like
you're saying, so then
they
they
both
might
have
vote for
baggage,
them,
right?
and she'll
And then
stay.
she'll end up staying, and that's not
I'm
what I
muting
want.
it for a
When I
second.
look at you, when I look at my 3 options here, someone.
So I'm muting it for a second because to explain to anyone who was not watching the live with me last night, she was talking to several different people, but there was a core of like Blue and Jag that she's trying to work with. Maybe like Corey on the outskirts and others on the outskirts, but she wants a final 3 with Blue and Jag. So whenever they threw Felicia's name out there, Felicia, they were basically just saying she's not threatening and she's not part of any groups or anything. So it's beneficial to have her here for a certain amount of time because she can work with us as like the bottom of our alliance as an extra number and a person that we can use as a pawn on the block. So now she's trying to spin it in a way of like, everybody likes you. There's no chance of you going home, blah, blah, blah. She's just saying all this stuff so that she won't be mad when she puts her on the block. But she's playing a game because Riley thinks older than them means dumb or something.
Pawn, like literally there for eye candy.
She's literally lived on this earth.
You're there just to sit up there
more than twice as long as you have.
Okay.
So
it is just
she
a
knows
chess
the thing
piece.
too.
Okay.
That is all. And,
Jag
and
is
again,
the,
like the week is gonna happen, and there could be twists and whatever, and something
Indian.
might happen. But like,
man,
my thought process right now is like, I have someone in mind that I want out of the house.
Yeah.
And in my head, like, unless something drastic happens, which it's not going to, I don't trust her as far as I can throw her.
Right.
And that's not going to change.
for real, she wants
Once
every
someone,
season of
once
the
I
game.
see
You better
something,
not fuck.
I won't forget
You better
it.
not sleep.
And
They
I've
are
seen
sleeping on
somebody
her
who's just
already.
up here trying to-
That
I
could be a
just see through
mistake.
it.
Yeah.
I want it gone. I want to nip
They
that
are
type of
definitely
gameplay in the
sleeping
butt.
on her. And that makes a difference,
He
Shanna.
wants to be there for each other.
Because some of these ones have not even watched all the
People
seasons.
are,
I mean,
don't
Riley
see,
said
like,
she has, but
there's people coming up here and like,
there's
you
others
know,
who
where
have
are
not.
you at? What are you doing? I'm trying to have conversations with everyone and just like feel out like what's going on, because that's the thing, is that we've all been all
I agree.
buddy hanging out in the
Everybody's
kitchen.
And I think everybody is afraid to actually be the first one to say, let's have a alliance. I think that's
Yeah.
really what it is.
I think we needed an HOH competition. We needed some sort of competition that like put somebody up in this room in order for people to start
People needed to get in the
putting
mindset
in
of the game.
effort. Yeah, because
They weren't playing the game. So
Not
now
playing the game.
everybody's, now they're thinking, and particularly after this one, when the first person goes home and they realize, oh shit, this really is turning
It's
into
real.
the game now. We have to get real. We have to think about how do we want to align? And so just out of curiosity, how do you see the house? Who do you see as big threats? Who do you see going to the end with? I mean, what do you see?
it's so hard to tell at this point. I have no idea, but I know the people I feel safe around. Feel safe around you, Suri. Feel safe around Jag. I see Jag. I love Jag. Like who? Like and that's what I'm saying. Like we threw Jag up there. Like there's no way that he would go home. Like
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like you are in that category where like
Mhm.
people are not gunning for you. You're not a problem. You are the opposite. Like you are wanted and needed in this house. Like people want to work with you. And you're gonna get people who come and talk to you too. Like it'll happen. It'll start happening. I'm like sitting here
This is
when
a
people are coming.
biscuit.
I'm like,
This
oh
is
my gosh, like
butter.
it's really happening. Or, like so many legendary.
I already said, I don't think I would have wanted to be the first HOA because man,
the pressure. And it's like red hot on me. And like I am such an empathetic person. Like I just feel so much for people. And like I just want the best for everybody. Like regardless of the game and the money. Like I am just so happy to be here.
Yeah.
And like meet everybody.
All right, y'all. I can't take it anymore. Next.
And I was like, I think she mentioned something from something even earlier. Too. Wait a minute. So then I literally clarified with her. She was like, wait, so you've seen the last 2 seasons? She's like, yeah. And I was like, I think she mentioned something from something even earlier. Too. I caught that too. So I was like, okay, it makes sense if you watch the last 2. Like it's the most
They
recent one.
might be talking about
I
Sari.
was just kind of confused. But also it's like, even if she was like a super fan and she watched like a lot, like I'm like, then you should know not to be doing this shit, you know?
Oh no, they
And I was
can't
like,
be.
don't pull me into it.
Yeah.
We were all laying down like night 1, we were all laying down. It's Felicia, me, her, me outside. She's like, America, and I'm like, I'm gonna sleep soon. Like, go get up. In front of Felicia, Felicia's up, and she's like Felicia's sitting up. I was just talking to Felicia.
This is America
Like,
and
give me a second
Blue.
to come. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go real quick. And it's
I don't
just
know
her
what they're
being
talking
paranoid
about
the
though.
guys. And I'm just like, I was like, you can't do this. You can't be pulling me out of rooms. Like, you can't be doing this. They're like, it's not. I was like, Felicia. She's like, don't worry about Felicia. And I was like, no, like she's a person. She's awake. She wasn't asleep. She was sitting, like, you know.
You have to really be cognizant
like,
about
or like strategy, be strategic about this. We could have talked, I don't know. Also, it was the same thing she had said before. The guys are gonna form something. I was like, that's it.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, that's too risky. I ended up talking to Felicia later because she's like, I looked at her, I was like, I'll talk to you, like, I'll tell you tomorrow. Just because, like, I do want to establish trust with her too. She's my little bedmate, and I love her. She's so funny.
I was gonna ask, like, other than obviously us two, like, who have you been hanging around with?
Girl, this is the first like game talk I've had, just because it's always like large groups.
I haven't really heard America
I'm like,
say anything, to be honest.
If
Until
that's the only
now.
opportunities I'm gonna have, like,
Don't
let me
know
talk to people and get to know
what's
people.
going
And
on in the
This is
game
also
yet.
like one of my first like game talks. Like I feel like, you know, like I've also been in like bigger groups, and you know, everyone's still trying to like.
This
get
is one of your
nobody
first
wants to
game
be,
talks?
like whatever. Yeah, nobody wants to be like.
You've been talking game
I'm not
all
everywhere
night.
all at once. You know, I don't know what's going on in other places.
That
but
was funny.
for the most part, I'm like, oh, I've been, and I'm like, oh, like I
She's in
can't just spend
4
all summer,
alliances
like,
right
not
now talking about
game,
this is her
talking about
first
Love
game
Island,
talk.
but, you know, like I have a lot of movie
Yo, maybe
references
Blue is
to make, but I'm like,
dangerous,
okay,
man.
like game's gotta start soon.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely gonna talk
She
to her.
said she hasn't talked game yet.
No, just like get to know her more, because it's been very superficial conversations that we've had.
And also because she's been taken out basically all day yesterday.
Yeah.
You only really had day one.
Yeah.
To really
And
get
Sari
to
has been
know
talking
her.
to
We did talk
Felicia.
like a bunch. We were like in groups where we did talk a lot. But
you like,
other than that,
I also like Felicia.
I love Jag. I think he's so funny.
I love Jag.
He is like hilarious. He cracks me up.
Everybody
Reds,
always says
I mean,
they love
everyone's funny,
Jag.
but I'm like, Jag, like, okay, like same type of humor. He's
I
funny.
wonder
Like, I
if-
was just thinking that.
Like, what I don't get about that is that a reason to keep him, or wouldn't that be a
Did
reason
Riley say anything about what she's
to
thinking
say
so
he's
far?
dangerous? To
I know she's up there
have
with
in the game?
Felicia right now.
Yeah, so like from my best knowledge, because like I really haven't had like the most time to also talk to her, and I've been like trying to like squeeze in there, and then people always come in or whatever, and then we have to like change courses. But so far, it sounds like I don't know who she's really thinking about, because her head was spinning yesterday, right? Like all this new information, and now
She's
everybody
part
wants
of
to talk to her and blah blah blah,
4
whatever.
alliances with her, including
But
the
I
final
think she
3.
also kind of has like a
talking
little bit
about
of
she's not
qualms
sure.
I
Who
think
is
that's
gaming right now?
kind of, at least like from
like,
no, I didn't tell her anything. She was just kind of like, well, actually, no, that's a lie. I did kind of tell her. I told her exactly what,
I mean,
I told her exactly
They
what you
love
said.
Jag.
The fact that like we walked in 10 minutes and she grabbed both of us and was like, oh my God, I see this like city girls. Like I see us connecting.
I'm like,
and I was like, I don't know either of you.
Yeah, no.
Like, I don't know either of you, and now I'm glad to know you, and I know that we are very connected. And I think if she wasn't so paranoid, I think she could have also been a really good contender, because she's smart, she's social, she has what it takes. But the
maybe they're talking
paranoia is
about
really
Kirsten.
getting to her, and it's making it a little.
That's always like the first
overwhelming.
boot too. It's like against those
Because
parents.
if she's
like,
talking
people
about
that have this, I'm
Riley,
like, I don't really know much
she's playing her.
I don't know anything.
Yesterday she mentioned that she like lived in her car. I was like, wait, like this is something
this is
completely
something
new.
new,
That like it layers, you know,
Yes,
and
that's
it's
a
like
Jag.
something that means a lot to her. Or like, you know, it says a lot about her and her story. Like I haven't heard this before. Ever.
Exactly. I thought that I was like, wow, okay.
Like there's depth, you know.
Because I feel like
Everyone has that, but
exactly. And I feel like what I'm missing with her is I don't know if she's really just like agreeing with everything we're saying because she actually agrees, because she does, because like she doesn't input new information, right? She doesn't add on. Like if you and I are talking about what it's like to be immigrant daughters of immigrants first, blah blah blah, we'll both chime in about our experiences and they happen to relate, whereas she'll just agree.
Yeah.
So then I'm just like, okay, like let's talk about it then. Like I feel like I'm missing that conversational piece, but I like basically told Riley that, and she's like kind of getting the picture. And I think some people have also talked about like their experiences or like their thoughts about it, because it sounds like
They
she was
might
saying,
talking
she's,
about
I'm sure it
Kirsten.
hasn't just been us that she's like
exactly. So then she was saying like, oh yeah, I've been hearing very similar stories, blah blah blah. And I was like, okay, like that kind of solidifies reading between the lines a little bit that I'm not the only one who thinks that way. Like,
I wanted to talk to you last night.
I wanted to talk to you last night, but in the bathroom, dude, there was a point where I like try to like side eye you. I was like,
No, I'm sorry. I just don't want to get out. I was gonna like Yeah. And I was washing my face. Like I was like, let me do it slower. But I was like, okay, I'm gonna go.
But yeah, I had to send my cab back to LA, and it was honestly it's just you.
I'm scared.
Oh yeah.
My dad would always do that when I walked into a room with my mom.
Please do not obstruct your microphone.
America.
Probably me. It was covered. But my dad would always do that.
The question I
Or I
have
walk
for
into a room and
y'all,
go like this.
you ready for this?
I was like 10. Like, what did I do?
Is
Like,
America
girl,
gonna
please.
win America's favorite?
We're just talking nominations.
Nomination, what the schedules are gonna be like and stuff.
It's got to be soon. Like, I better have been woken up at 8:30, like for a reason.
Yeah.
I was so miserable.
We're
Coming out of my cage.
I
No,
know.
please, no. I want to stay in the cage.
We're basically just talking about like, dude.
For those who are on here, I'm
we
interviewing
actually
Hannah
brought you
next
up, which is funny
weekend.
that you walked in.
Do you have any
but-
questions?
Yeah, dude.
That's Jag
How
right
you are
there
so
on the screen.
bland
Is the
and
worst
you're not funny at all.
I
So
hate you both too.
Oh,
I was just
love
talking
that
to
guy.
everybody. The rest of us had
Like,
a
I
house
just
meeting
finished
that I
thinking about-
called.
That's
I
Jag on the
don't
screen.
bring them.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you guys
Like,
want me
who
to ask
disagreed?
Hannah?
They're not here.
TB23.
Nasty, dirty,
Fuck those bitches.
crusty ass.
All right, now he's taking a little Okay, wait, no.
Fucking wait. Let me keep going. Let me.
Dirty, filthy, disgusting.
Uh,
that Kate Upton TikTok, not Kate Upton, Kate Hudson, where she's like, "I'll have a dirty, slutty, disgusting, filthy martini."
I'm gonna be on here
That's
another
right,
maybe
we
15 to 20
shit
minutes.
on martini, please. No, you're funny. I was just like, I was like, oh, Jack's hilarious.
Yeah, because we're both talking.
But I'll
about,
be
like,
back
everything
throughout the
about,
day.
like,
You know how I
talking
do.
game around people and stuff like that. So,
I shall return.
yesterday I wanted to like talk to her one-on-one because obviously like we've been getting close, and then I was just kind of talking to her about
It's
like
probably a
who else do
nickname,
you think,
Janet.
like could be cool, and like who else have we been vibing with. So we've just been kind of like
You have to like establish like
for
who
sure.
you are. Like, you gotta be friends.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you know
And then
what I
we
mean?
brought you up, but now I'm regretting that choice.
I know we manifested.
my
I
name out
know.
of your mouth.
Yeah, his thing is like red. Keep my name out your fucking mouth. He came in here. I love that.
Oh, I don't know. It's like feeling so surreal because like the game's
Yes, it
starting,
is,
you know?
sir. What's up, David?
To all of y'all this morning, like breakfast, like
This
they
is
always say, like,
the
after
live
the
feed.
election, that's when people are like, wait, this is real.
This is real.
'Cause I'm like, I'm so used to already like day 3. I'm so used to having everyone around. And you can sort of feel when someone's missing. So it's like,
Oh, you're
it's
talking
like,
about
oh,
the
that
question
was
for Hannah.
you're gonna be like, okay, shit.
Especially right now, like everyone's mingling and just sort of like, it's just like, oh, who do I get along with more? It's like, oh,
Hannah
I've
is
been,
so
like,
it's like
talking a lot with y'all, or just like laughing and
ridiculously
just having
smart.
fun. You know what I mean? So
You
I
gotta.
feel like
I
everyone's
feel like I've been
ridiculously
like
smart.
splitting up my time like sort of evenly, and it's not like because I want to snoop, but I'm just like
Yeah.
I just feel like I want to get to know everybody, and I don't want to like like Red. I was like, oh, I had a great conversation with him this morning. I didn't know like a lot about him, and be like, I was like, okay, Red, like chat. I want to get to know people and like
yeah. No, I feel that.
Yeah,
I feel that.
And very
How about
nice.
you? Have you like? I mean, not like have you talked to anyone about
Appreciate the
game?
sub,
Like,
David.
what is
like,
your strategy?
I don't want people driving by my house saying you.
Yeah, right. I know. I'm
You know, all
like,
that
people show up with pitchforks. I'm like, no.
You heard the
I don't
lady.
want that. I don't want that. I don't want that for any of us. Like, I
The
think
like
that we all
button.
worked really hard to be here, and if we trust,
Like, there's no blood in the water.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think everyone's really friendly, and I genuinely think everyone's so like welcoming and kind and stuff. So I've been on a similar vibe where like everyone I've chatted with, there's
David,
been
did you
no one
watch
that I'm
Big
like,
Brother before, or
"Whoa."
were you just part of
You're
the
like,
chat?
Fuck you.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which like would have made it easier
I
because I
always
would have
knew
just been
you
like,
were-
arrogant, cocky asshole. I told him I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not
You were
gonna
here
go
for
along
all
with them. I
of
hate arrogant
Retro's,
people, like snobby people. I'm just like,
yeah, I was like,
Breakdown.
oh,
very,
bullies,
like-
like, you know, things like that. And I was like, oh, if they think they're above someone. And
Yeah,
everyone,
yeah,
everyone's
That's
just,
what I said. That's literally what I said too.
stop it, twinsies. Yeah, I said the same thing because I'm
That's
just
what
like,
I
I'm
said.
very, I feel like I'm
Yeah.
very like, fuck it, like let's go
Yeah.
to a dive bar and just do like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I said
you know, like
They just put a bunch
cheap
of people
shit.
that are like really kind.
Okay, what is she doing now?
Yes, come on in. Come to my office. Hello. How are you?
Good. How are you,
I'm
darling? Yes, congratulations again.
Thank you. Thank you. I was like, oh, I might want to put some. My shower was great. I forgot there were cameras in the bathroom, and I totally pulled my pants down like in the middle of the bathroom. So I hope America enjoy themselves.
How are things going? How are you feeling?
My brain is mush. I literally like I think that we are here and like everything has worked in reverse. So everyone's like, I think we all started off like playing patty cake and like just kind of mingling, and no one was
Riley
like, ready to talk about real game stuff. And so now that
the
like
guy I don't know his
like
name.
never in
Can't
Big Brother
remember.
history have there been 4 nominations before there's even an HOH. Like
Right.
that to me is crazy. So like I'm keeping my head on a swivel right now because I'm like, they could throw something at us in an hour and like everything can flip upside down. So
Yo,
I'm just like,
I'm so happy to hear you say that because the YouTube algorithm has never done me a favor.
I am so
This is the first time somebody has ever said that.
imagine being in that position right now. Like I'll
Oh,
talk
his
back.
mom. Thank you. He's talking to his mom.
What's up?
Oh, Jared.
Just come back in a few. I just want to talk to Tyson real quick.
This is Jared. She calls him Hyson.
This must be really hard.
It's really difficult because I'm like, how do I even begin to like fathom like who I have to like keep up there? Like it's just hard. Like I just don't. I'm like the competition was literally like less than 24 hours ago, and like everyone is kind of I think scrambling right now, and like I was literally in this room till 4 a.m. I went downstairs for the first time yesterday after
I just never saw you.
I know I was just up here.
I got another 15
doorbell after
minutes
doorbell after
and I'm
doorbell,
headed
and I'm
off.
like, everyone's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I just don't know yet. Like I haven't even had a chance to like breathe and think like, and like just like on a personal basis, like I just love everybody, and it's like I have to make a decision based off like I have to make an educated decision based off of very
Hannah literally
you're a smart player, right?
amazes
and
me,
you've
man.
demonstrated that you're like a good player.
Hannah
and you obviously came to like
for the lip sync battle that I was at.
Absolutely.
And I really respect
She brought her
that,
suitcase
right?
to the
Like,
club.
you were here to
She
play,
left from
you're here
there
to win, right? Like
at like
and it's
3:30 in the
I think that's
morning
awesome,
to
right?
go
Like,
to
and I think
Washington
that,
D.C.
you know, like your
for her
performance
first
on the
class for her
scene,
doctorate.
like you're hanging on, like that's all
She
you
came back
like
to New York from
beasting
DC.
it out, right? And that's fucking
do or die, baby.
it's
You
like
gotta do
fucking
it.
amazing,
Hold
right?
on
Like
for dear
came back
life.
to New York
and
from
it's just like,
DC
and I think that it's just like
for the
so
premiere party,
good to
and
see,
then went back to
right?
DC
And
the
I
next
think
day.
like, you know, as far as this position goes, like you're a smart person, you're gonna
And
make
went
the
back
right
to class.
decision, right?
Mhm.
Whatever your decision is, I want to support you in your decision, right? Because like I trust you, right? Like, and the one thing I was thinking about, like, it was like all of us on the blue team did really
Appreciate it,
well.
Janet.
And I was like, when I first heard that we were like coming in, I was like, I guess this is gonna be my team. And then like watched us all
That's
do
what I
really
thought
well.
too.
And I was like, oh my God, we could kill this game. Right? Because like everyone on the blue squad is like doing real. We were the only color that didn't lose anybody.
I know.
And I was like, and we're really well rounded, right? Like, so I was like, we could be a really powerhouse foursome. So I was like, oh man. And so like when I saw you
I don't
won,
really
I was
know
like,
what Hyson
like we are totally we are killing this. Like your blue is your color, my blue is my color. Like I was like, we are like killing this,
Yeah.
right? So, and then they were like, and you're working individually. I was like, oh.
You're like, no.
I was like,
that would have been so much easier. Like to start off like with a team,
Yeah.
like that gets the game. That's already an alliance itself.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
this was just like immediate. Like we went from like La La Land to like, oh my gosh, okay, everyone's panicking, like,
yeah.
including me. I'm like for myself too. I'm like, I have to make the right decision here,
right?
And like because that long term is going. This can either kill me or like really help me long term. Like who I decide to take off,
Yeah.
who I keep up there. I am starting to develop ideas. I'm still like trying to hear everyone out and like just feel out the house because again, I don't know who's buddy with who. Like yesterday, people had all day
to talk, and like I wasn't around for like group conversations. I was just up here like basically having like conferences with people, just like trying to evaluate, trying to observe like people's body language, things like that. And like I think that
you can't
it's
get
in my best
everything.
interest and everyone's best interest to capitalize on the fact that Big Brother put nominations up and I don't have to put any new people up. I want to make sure that whoever I take down, in my eyes, I'm like, okay, numbers, perfect.
Right.
Whoever I keep up, I want whoever I decide to be that target for the week. I don't want anyone winning a veto and changing things up. I don't want to put a fresh person on the block. I want to keep what Big Brother did the same.
Right.
Because in my eyes, I'm like, this is a washout. We have 17 humans in this house. We take one out. We're back to square one, fresh week.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah. That's
I don't want to put any more blood on my sword. That's not like I'm here, and I want to make sure like I'm not. See, the thing is like I don't know everybody. Like that's so hard for me to make like a good decision here. But like as far as I'm concerned, I'm like,
then you shouldn't try to win.
I really wanted to be in power. Like I would rather be the person to put that target on my back and set the tone for this season. And like, you know, I want the right people having my back, me having their back. I want to play with integrity and honesty and just like good gameplay. Like this season, I'm terrified. This is going to be one of those seasons where it's like disaster prevention.
Yeah.
Like this is what I'm thinking. Like there's going to be twist after twist. I'm still trying to figure out this Netherlands stuff, the multiverse. Like,
and the only one who has any knowledge of that is Cody. Right? Like he is the only person who knows anything about that space.
I think it was so. I think with him, it was a scare tactic. I think it was just a scare tactic, and I think because what he read to us in our little note there, he was like, "Well, the next person would be so lucky." I think they literally sent him away to put the heat on everyone and the pressure. It's a scare tactic. I don't think he got any power from that.
Okay.
And I really think that whatever's gonna happen, it's gonna. In my eyes, like my prediction, and my gears are always turning.
Right.
My prediction is that it's going to be a season-long twist. It's going to be some sort of someone gets eliminated. They have a battle back opportunity. Maybe they come back to the house. I'm thinking it's like a battle back sort of thing. Hey yo, I'm just talking to Heisen real quick. I will.
Yeah.
All day.
I bet that's so much.
I'm so stressed out.
Yeah.
It's so hard for me because it's like how do you like, you know, put someone like it's just so hard. Like I can't imagine a position like being on the block right now and like being one of those 4 people and just like it could have been any of us. I could have easily been ripped off that wall and I could have been in his like
no. Right? You are really tough, right? And do not take anything away from yourself, right? Like do not do that. Right? Like you fucking you killed it.
Thank you.
Right? And you should own that you were determined and that was inside of you. Right? And like, do not take that away from yourself. Right? You are not coming off that wall. Right?
I don't know. I think I would have stayed for another hour.
There's no doubt in my mind. Like, so, you know, I was watching everyone sort of do things. I was like, I want to work with her. And when I thought we were on the Blue Squad all together, I was like, I'm glad we got put together, right? Because like, I think you and I could work really well together, right? Like, I think we could really move very far in the game. Absolutely. Like, I think we're both really good competitors.
Of course not.
I think that we both have really good hearts.
Yeah, I agree.
Right? I think we both want to sort of see the game be like a really good season, right?
Absolutely. This is BB25.
I know, like
look at us
history. Like we're like
are
in
you
history.
kidding me? Like this is legendary. Like we are in the HOH room in the Big Brother house on season 25. Yes. Like that's what I'm saying. Is like this season's gonna be no joke. The cast is unreal. Like everyone has something special about them. Everyone has something. I don't even know if everyone's who they say they are. Like I am so skeptical of everything. Like I think that this week is going to set the tone for the season. Yeah, and that's why it's so pivotal.
I think that your HOH will set the tone for like this game, right?
About how things are gonna go.
Yeah, and like, you know, like from what I'm seeing, it's like it seems like the woman with the bald head, what her name is,
Felicia.
Felicia. I think like Felicia like has demonstrated that she's not really a super competitive person. And you know, like from my standpoint, I was like, well, if she's in the game, like she's not a competitive threat.
Absolutely.
Right?
And she's a number, and she's loyal. She's awesome. And she's
See, that's what she keeps saying. She's a number and she's loyal.
I feel safe and warm with her.
Right.
I feel safe and warm with Suri. I feel safe and warm with you. Like, right now, I'm like, I feel safe and warm with her. But like, truly, like,
yep, they are on season 25, David.
I'm observing, like, out of the nominees, like,
Milestone season.
I can potentially see like one of them not being someone I see aligning with in the future. And I'm going to do my best to like this week kind of solidify those thoughts and like keep it clean.
Yeah. I think that there's probably someone already that the House is starting to develop an opinion on.
Yes.
Right? That is.
I think we both know.
Yeah. And I think that, you know, for the sake of like moving forward and having a really competitive season without a lot of like no chaos, right? It would make sense for it to be that person, right?
Starts in the K.
Yeah.
Yes. I think everyone's on.
Yeah.
Like, and I just hope like I don't know when this like denomination ceremony is gonna happen, but like I think multiple people have come to me, and also like I am not an idiot, and like I can see right through things like this, and like
because she was saying like, just so you know, she was like, oh, she and Matt are hooking up, like they're already together. Like, I was like, what? I was like, it's 24 hours.
This
like
girl has
like,
had her hand in every cookie jar.
I was like, what are you talking? I was like, bitch, it's 24 hours.
It's literally
like,
what are you saying? She was like following me around after the HOH competition, saying that there's this all-male alliance and that the have-not room, they're like something about the beds. I'm like, what are you even saying right now? We've been here for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can see right through. I'm like, I want to take a shower. Like, leave me
alone.
Leave me alone real quick. Like, you're bombarding me. You're putting me under. But she's like, I don't want to put you. She's like, I don't want these men to pick us off. Like, I can see us doing an all-girl alliance. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I'm confident enough in myself and as a woman that I don't need to prove it to America that girls rule, boys rule.
Right.
That's not my
all right, y'all.
That's not my agenda.
I am hopping off.
She is very
I will talk to y'all soon.
So you literally were one of my very first followers. And then when you followed me and I, followed back, I was like, this dude is cool. Like,
if they say talk to your manager, you just say, you know what, talk to the hand. You don't need to be on my podcast. but yeah, dude. Yeah, you do a great job.
Thank you. I always get a kick out of talking with you on Patreon. You have a really good, view on everything.
That wasn't planned.
You know what?
Thank
but
you.
I like this Canadian.
Well,
I like this one.
Well, thank you.